Hey guys, so today I went shopping at the bookstore, and so I have another haul for you. It was a 20% off sale, so I don't feel too bad about what I got, and I'm pretty excited about all my new books. So without any further ado, the first book I got is Reading Like a Writer by Francine Rose. I don't know, I've just been collecting books that are about writing and kind of like writing how-tos and advice and inspiration and that kind of thing. I've just been like grabbing them up in the last few months. I started keeping them on my desk just for like, you know, to thumb through when I'm stuck or just to kind of keep myself in the mindset or whatever. Next is a collection of short stories called Bobcat and Other Stories by Rebecca Lee. I like short stories a lot. I try to get them whenever I can. If you guys have any recommendations on what short stories to be reading, definitely let me know and I would like to check those out. Next is a collection of 3 plays by Sophocles. This is ancient Greek, if for those of you who don't know. These are like the Oedipus Rex plays. There's Antigone, I think that's how you say it, Oedipus the King, and Oedipus at Colonus. And I'm excited to read these. I haven't read them yet. I am interested in reading more plays and, you know, that kind of thing. More literature that isn't strictly a novel, you know what I mean? Short stories, poetry, you know, just kind of like the non-traditional stuff, I guess. And last year I did read Lysistrata by Aristophanes. And I was looking for some of his plays as well today, but they didn't have any, so I'm going to have to order them, I think. But Lysistrata is hilarious, and ever since then I've been wanting to order some plays as well. I just never got over to that section in the bookstore, though I have a lot of them on my wish list in my Barnes & Noble cart online. Next, I bought 5 volumes in a collection. And I was actually really surprised at how affordable they were. That's why I ended up getting so many. But I've actually been oogling them online for a while because I really like the design of the covers. And those are Shakespeare plays. I had no intention of buying these when I walked into the store today. To me, it just looks like, I don't know, like a circus advertisement or something, like a flyer you would just stick on a wall in like the 1920s or something. I really like how they're individual volumes. A lot of times you just find a lot of bind-ups of Shakespeare plays. I also really like the quality of them, you know. Usually when you're buying the independent plays, they're like the cheap little paperback versions or, you know, something that looks like they're cheap, you know, for students that want to buy them, that don't really care. I don't know, I was just really excited to find these. I do have a bind-up of all of Shakespeare's plays in one of my leather-bound classics editions up there, but I couldn't resist these. I just couldn't. So anyways, Much Ado About Nothing. I also got Othello, A Midsummer Night's Dream, Twelfth Night, and my favorite, Hamlet. As you guys know, Shakespeare is very intimidating. I haven't read anything of his outside of the classroom. There's just some kind of safety in knowing that no matter how much you struggle with your reading the night before, you're going to walk into that classroom and your teacher's going to tell you what happened. Without that, I'm nervous. But these editions seem to have, I'll kind of open it up and show you. The play is on one side and then the notes are on the other side. It's probably been 7 years or 8 years since I've read anything by Shakespeare, so who knows, maybe it'll just like click with me now. I just have to spend a little bit more time reading it, but we'll see. These next 2 books were completely impulse buys. The first of which is An Object of Beauty by Steve Martin. I love the design of this cover as well. I've seen this novel literally everywhere, but I haven't heard anything about it. I thought it was a memoir, but it's a novel, and I don't know. I just haven't heard anything about it. I don't know if it's good or bad. If any of you have read it, please let me know how you like it. And the last book I got is actually a cookbook of slow cooker recipes for my crock pot. I actually have a 12-quart crock pot, which is like the biggest size ever. I don't know what possessed me to buy it. But basically all I've cooked in there so far are baked potatoes, one pork tenderloin, which was really delicious, and like, I don't know, little smokies. You just throw it in the crock pot to keep it warm, basically. So I definitely needed this. And then the last thing I got is actually not a book, technically. It's a mug, and I would not have gotten it if it wasn't Jane Eyre, which is my favorite book, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know. Excuse me. I'll leave a link for some funny, hilarious, actually, Lysistrata videos, and the video that actually got me to read it by my friend Dean. So yeah, until next time.